Hello everyone, Steve Siebold back with publicspeakersblog.com, Portland, Oregon. I'm here doing a show. I just did a show this morning on ABC for my book, Die Fat or Get Tough, and I was here interviewing Professor Richard Dawkins, the author of The God Delusion and Greatest Show on Earth, and his new book, which is number 11 on the New York Times bestseller list right now, called The Magic of Reality. Professor Richard Dawkins, if you're not familiar, is one of the most people consider him in biology the premier evolutionary biologist in the world, from Oxford University and among others. He's a brilliant man. I had a chance to sit down and talk with him. But what I wanted to talk to you about today was something I saw Friday night when Professor Dawkins spoke. He spoke on Friday night, and then Saturday, a gentleman named Jerry DeWitt spoke. And Jerry DeWitt is a minister, a former minister from Louisiana. And he talked about at this convention. The convention was called the Freedom from Religion Foundation, which is a group out of Wisconsin, a phenomenal group of people that are atheists, basically agnostics, atheists, or people just questioning organized religion and the whole concept of religion and what it all means and all that kind of thing. There's thousands and thousands of members all over the world. It's a pretty powerful foundation. Well, Jerry DeWitt's a former minister, and they had a panel up there from a project that the Freedom from Religion Foundation sponsors called the Clergy Project, which is essentially clergy who are no longer believers in organized religion or the Bible. They're atheists, basically, and agnostics. So they've left the church. And when people do that in this country, they tend to lose everything. Well, this pastor, Jerry DeWitt, said he went bankrupt and he can't find work and he lost his marriage and none of his friends will talk to him. And it's just, he seemed like a phenomenal individual, and what a shame. Well, that's not what I want to talk to you about exactly, but I wanted to set it up. He gave a speech when he got up there on Saturday that blew me away. It was the best speech I heard of the entire convention. He got up there and said, well, I can tell you my story about leaving the church and losing everything. This is just in the last 6 months. He said, or I can preach it to you. And so he did, and he talked about in his sermon, if you will, him being an atheist. And it was one of the most brilliant things I have ever heard in the context of not only the content, but the delivery as a speaker. And it was phenomenal. And he said he went bankrupt, and the first thing I thought was he should be in our business speaking in the secular world and at business conventions like we do, because my gosh, the guy is a phenomenally gifted speaker, and he just brought the house down. He was phenomenal. Go check him out online, former pastor Jerry DeWitt. But my point is that as a performer, he learned how to do, obviously, what he did from the church. But now that he's no longer in the church, he still has the skills to perform. My question is, do you have the skills to perform? Do you have that? Because it doesn't matter if Jerry DeWitt speaks in the church or out of the church or on anything. He'll still have the skills. The message is secondary. The messenger is what's important. Let me say it again. The message is secondary. The messenger, that's us. That's Jerry DeWitt. That's all of us that speak, is number one. It's the most important thing. It was just a phenomenal speech. So I just wanted to throw that at you, something to think about. So I'm Steve Siebold for the Public Speakers Blog in beautiful but rainy, downtown Portland, Oregon. Thanks for watching the blog. See you next time.